till it looks like gold, playing the innocent part that I was sold. People look up and expect a pure divine, never seeing the cracks along the outer line. Carrying the weight of everyone's belief, searching the heavens for a slight relief. They placed a crown of virtue on my tight head, but I would rather be a mortal man instead. The pedestal is towering, the altitude is steep. Promises of sanctity are far too hard to keep. Gravity is pulling at the feathers on my wings, listening to the tragic song the fallen angel sings. Wearing this heavy halo, sinking into the muddy earth below. Tarnished glory that I cannot sustain, trading my divinity for human pain. Crushed beneath the heavy halo, hovering above the sinners in the street. Envy rising when I watch the lovers meet. Righteousness is quite a lonely place to dwell. Sometimes I wish I could experience the hell. Oh, glittering facade concealing my immense regret. Trapped inside this holy, suffocating net. I wanna make mistakes and stumble in the mud, remembering the feeling of the rushing blood. The pedestal is towering, the altitude is steep. Promises of sanctity are far too hard to keep. Gravity is pulling at the feathers on my wings, listening to the tragic song the fallen angel sings. Wearing this heavy halo, sinking into the muddy earth below. Tarnished glory that I cannot sustain, trading my divinity for human pain. Crushed beneath the heavy halo. Oh, take away the miracle, shatter the illusion, free me from this spiritual absolute confusion. Let the glowing circle crash into the dirt. I wanna be alive, I wanna feel the hurt. Falling down, hitting ground, lose the light, join the night. I'm wearing this heavy halo, sinking watching all the desperate strangers pass. Bartender pouring out the amber fire, fueling up the engine of my dark desire. Sitting in the corner booth, sipping neat, feeling all the liquor travel to my feet. Watching how you swallow down the liquid gold, the dangerous adventure waiting to unfold. Intoxication creeping through the rushing veins, washing out the logic, loosening the chains. A toxic combination of the riot and lust, building up a kingdom we can never trust. Intoxicated by your bourbon kisses, hitting every target that my conscience misses. Swallowing the poison from your velvet tongue, feeling incredibly old but acting wildly young. Oh, these burning bourbon kisses. Stumbling through the alleyway, holding hands, failing to adhere to any strict demands. The alcohol is whispering directly to my brain, telling me to dance amid the pouring rain. Your jacket smelling of the tavern wood, doing all the wicked things we never should. Tasting the fermentation on your greedy mouth, sending my morality directly south. Intoxication creeping through the rushing veins, washing out the logic, loosening the chains. A toxic combination of the riot and lust, building up a kingdom we can never trust. Intoxicated by your bourbon kisses, hitting every target that my conscience misses. Swallowing the poison from your velvet tongue, feeling incredibly old but acting wildly young. Oh, these burning bourbon kisses. Will we be sober when the morning breaks, cursing at the ceiling for our drunk mistakes? Or will we pour another double shot of sin, opening the bottle just to let the madness in? Hey! One drop, two drops, spilling on the floor. I always demand more. Intoxicated by your bourbon kisses, hitting every target that my conscience misses. Swallowing the poison from your velvet tongue, feeling incredibly old but acting wildly young. Oh, these burning bourbon kisses. Drink it down, drink it all down, spinning around. Bourbon kisses. The ceiling so high, dictating the rhythm as the moments rush by. You push me away with a sudden sharp thrust, then pull me back into this dizzying dust. Dodging the punches in this dangerous ring, navigating the tempo of this merciless thing. The brass section blares with a ruthless attack. Whenever I pivot, you violently pull back. Momentum is shifting, the balance is lost. regardless of cost. A physical pendulum slicing the room, propelling us forward to an imminent doom. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string, a brutal momentum that we cannot tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Syncopated cruelty hiding inside the snare, tossing my confidence right into the air. I try to find footing on the slippery wood, failing to stand exactly where I should. Centrifugal forces are ripping my grip, tasting the blood on my trembling lip. We rotate so fast that the scenery blurs, accepting the chaos that suddenly occurs. Momentum is shifting, the balance is lost. We gamble our sanity regardless of cost. A physical pendulum slicing the room, propelling us forward to an imminent doom. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string, a brutal momentum that we cannot tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Halt the rotation, dismantle the ride. There is nowhere left for our bodies to hide. This acrobatic routine is incredibly vile. We cannot survive this aggressive style. Swing left, swing right. Hold on for life. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string, a brutal momentum that we cannot tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Slow it down, hit the ground. Cruel swing. Fingertips are calloused from pressing on the fret, playing the same progressions that I want to forget. The harmony is clashing against the vocal line, proving that your rhythm is out of sync with mine.
The tuning pegs are rusted, the neck is slightly bent, wondering where all of our beautiful music went. I try to strike a major, but it always sounds so flat, a sonic representation of exactly where we're at.
The amplifier buzzes with a static, harsh feedback. Our composition suffers from the sympathy we lack. No amount of practice can fix this glaring flaw, breaking every single fundamental musical law. Strumming on these broken chords, slashing through the silence like a pair of swords. An ugly dissonance that rings inside the ear, the soundtrack of a romance disappearing year by year. Nothing but these broken chords.
Sheet music scattered across the studio rug, trying to sweep the errors underneath the bug. I isolate frequency to find the source of pain. But every single monitor broadcasts the same refrain.
Microphones are picking up the heavy sighs we breathe, waiting for the final cue for one of us to leave. The melody is fractured, the pitch is way too sharp, plucking on the agonizing strings of a ruined heart. The amplifier buzzes with a static, harsh feedback. Our composition suffers from the sympathy we lack. No amount of practice can fix this glaring flaw, breaking every single fundamental musical law. Strumming on these broken chords, slashing through the silence like a pair of swords. An ugly dissonance that rings inside the ear, the soundtrack of a romance disappearing year by year. Nothing but these broken chords.
Unplug the cable, shut the session down.
We are the worst performing duet in this town.
Stop trying to harmonize a fundamentally flawed scale. This entire acoustic experiment
was destined to fade. Out of tune, lost the key. Pity you, pity. Strumming on these broken chords, slashing through the silence like a pair of swords. An ugly dissonance that rings inside the ear, the soundtrack of a romance disappearing year by year. Nothing but these broken chords. Let it rain, stop the scene. Broken chords. Let it rain, stop the scene. Broken chords. Hey, 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 yeah.
Staring at the bottom of an empty oak cask, completing a terribly sorrowful task. The house is completely stripped of furniture now, wondering exactly where we failed and how. Shouting your name down the vast canyon wall, waiting for hours for a responding call. The distillation of our terrible past proves that the vintage was never meant to last. Reverberations bouncing off the empty space, leaving an acoustic invisible trace. Fermented memories haunting the corridor, reminding us of what we are fighting for. Listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows. A sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey echoes. Sound waves are vibrating against the cold stone, amplifying the fact that I am fully alone. The malt and the barley have aged in the dark, leaving a permanent resonating mark.
slowly pass. Reverberations bouncing off the empty space, leaving an acoustic invisible trace. Fermented memories haunting the corridor, reminding us of what we are fighting for. Listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows. A sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey echoes. Is anyone there? Just ghosts in the air, listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows. A sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey echoes, fading out, whisper to a shout, whiskey echoes.
Twilight creeping over the horizon line, painting the atmosphere, a bruised design. Your favorite denim jacket hanging on the chair, catching the drive from the cooling evening air.
Cobalt shadows stretching across the wooden deck, feeling the shivers running up my aching neck. We painted masterpieces using only shades of blue, but now the canvas reveals a much duller hue,
Washing away the vibrance of our prime,
eroded by the relentless river of time.
the pigment weakens, losing
All its bold command, slipping right through the fingers of my open hand. Lost in this faded indigo, where did the vivid passion go? A washed out picture of a vibrant past. Nothing beautiful was ever meant to last, drowning in the faded indigo.
oh, navy colored ink spilling up on the page,
Documenting a very different
cold to stay.
I strum these melancholy chords in minor thirds, struggling to find the right descriptive words.
Sapphire skies turning into a murky gray,
Watching our brilliant colors wash away. The dye is bleeding
loss of our pride,
eroded by the relentless river of time.
the pigment weakens, losing all its bold
Command, slipping right through the fingers of my open hand. Lost in this faded indigo, where did the vivid passion go? A washed out picture of a vibrant past. Nothing beautiful was ever meant to last, drowning in the faded indigo.
Can we re-dye the fabric of our soul? Or is this bleached existence taking total control?
The spectrum narrows down to just a monochrome, leaving us stranded in this pale abandon. Washed out,
Bleaching bone,
colorblind, left behind. Lost in this fading indigo, where did the vivid passion go?
a washed out picture of a vibrant past.
Nothing beautiful was ever meant to last, drowning in the faded indigo.
Turning pale,
Watch it pale under the tape. Faded indigo. Sepia tone memories playing on a loop, sitting on the staircase of my childhood stoop. You wear a fedora and a classic tailored suit, an elegant aesthetic that nobody can refute.
black and white cinema flickering on the screen, trapped inside a glamorous but melancholic scene.
You apply the lipstick with a steady, graceful hand, looking like a goddess from a forgotten land, projecting our illusions on a dusty velvet wall, waiting for the final cinematic curtain to fall. The reel is spinning backwards to a better yesterday, trapped inside an era where we always want to stay, chasing after vintage shadows, dancing in the artificial retro meadows, an antique love affair that time left behind, a beautiful delusion manufactured by the mind, lost among the vintage shadows.
Gramophone needle scratching on the thick shellac, staring at your photograph
In a classic Cadillac,
the dialogue is scripted, the romance is rehearsed,
living in a timeline that is painfully reversed. Polka dot dresses and a string of milky pearls, observing how the cigarette smoke elegantly curls. We pose for the camera with a manufactured grace, hiding all the misery behind a perfect face, projecting our illusions on a dusty velvet wall, waiting for the final cinematic curtain to fall. The reel is spinning backwards to a better
yesterday, trapped inside an era where we always wanna stay, chasing after vintage shadows, dancing in the artificial retro meadows, an antique love affair that time left behind, a beautiful delusion manufactured by the mind, lost among the vintage shadows. Roll the credits, no turning back, no more edits, chasing after vintage shadows, dancing in the artificial retro meadows, an antique love affair that time left behind, a beautiful delusion manufactured by the mind, lost among the vintage shadows. Real stops, curtain drops, vintage shadows. Vintage shadows. Silk fabric draped across the wooden floor, soft footsteps heading for the grand front door. You touch my skin with a delicate caress, leaving me trapped in this elegant distress.
Gentle patterns traced upon your shoulder blade, watching how the golden afternoon light starts to fade.
I never meant to tear your delicate design, but matching your pace is a steep hill to climb. We are woven together by a fragile thread, haunted by the phrases that we left unsaid. One sharp pull and the seams begin to tear, leaving us exposed to the biting winter air. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart, a luxury texture that you can't restore, bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor, torn velvet heart. Stitching up the patches with a golden wire, trying to rekindle that exquisite fire, but every single needle leaves another permanent scar, reminding us exactly of how broken we are. Plush crimson cushions covered up in gray dust, replacing our devotion with a cold distrust. I wrap myself in layers of this heavy fabric shield, refusing to acknowledge all the wounds that never healed. We are woven together by a fragile thread, haunted by the phrases that we left unsaid. structure decays. Are we just a fashion that eventually fades? Don't throw it away like a cheap piece of rag. Carrying this damage like a heavy luggage bag.
Handle with care.
It's too thin.
Let the repair
Finally begin. Oh, protect my velvet heart, ripped at the edges, pulling apart. A luxury texture that you can't restore. Bleeding out slowly on the parlor floor. Torn velvet heart, keep it safe. Now it's gone. Velvet heart. Yeah. Minutes ticking slowly on the grandfather clock, waiting for your key to turn inside the lock. The kindling's ready, but the flame is small, spreading tiny shadows across the entry hall.
Driving down the highway with the headlights low, we pondering the reasons why our progress is slow.
We never had an explosion or a sudden crash,
Just a quiet reduction into piles of ash.
friction is building underneath the surface floor. We don't even bother to argue anymore. The temperature is rising by a single degree, gradually destroying both you and me. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn.
Oxygen is dwindling in this airtight room.
Sealing our relationship inside a tomb.
I watch the wax melting from the candle wick.
The passage of time is a cruel magic trick. Soot and heavy residue covering the glass, wondering how long this purgatory will last. We are simmering gently on a low heat stove, starving out the remnants of our sacred love. Friction is building underneath the surface floor. We don't even bother to argue anymore. The temperature is rising by a single degree, gradually destroying both you and me. Caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn. Slow burn.
Should we call the engine to extinguish the spark?
Or let the entire building dissolve into the dark.
The smoke is invisible,
But it fills up the chest, given our exhaustion. Absolutely no rest.
flicker low. Watch it fade.
Watch watch it fade.
The final show
that we made, caught in a slow burn, waiting for the wheel of fortune to turn. No sudden fireworks to illuminate the sky, just a long goodbye where the embers die. Yeah, this agonizing slow burn spark is gone. Cold dawn, spark is gone. Cold dawn, slow burn, slow burn. Black coffee brewing on a Tuesday morning, waking up alone without a single warning. Yeah, you left a note written in an ugly scrawl. Now I'm staring blankly at the kitchen wall.
wandering the alleys with an empty pocket. Your silver photograph locked inside my locket. The taste of cheap tobacco cannot cure the sting of
Realizing I am no longer your king.
pouring fresh
Lemon into open sores, banging on the handles of locked dying doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues.
a sharp staccato rhythm in my pounding chest. I tried my absolute best to give you rest, but you prefer the friction and the constant fight.
Screaming at the shadows in the dead of night. Acid rain is splashing on the window pane, driving me completely and utterly insane. I'm at your anger with the venomous glare, breathing in the toxicity of this polluted air. Pouring fresh lemon into open sores, banging on the handles of locked iron doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues. Is there any sugar left to sweeten the cup, or should we just admit that we are giving it up?
The tonic is poison, the dominant is cruel. Look at how the music made a complete fool.
Drop the bass, lose the swing,
the ceiling so high, dictating the rhythm as the moments rush by. You push me away with a sudden sharp thrust, then pull me back into this dizzying dust.
Dodging the punches in this dangerous ring, navigating the tempo of this merciless thing.
The brass section blares with a ruthless attack. Whenever I pivot, you violently pull back.
Momentum is
Shifting, the balance is lost.
We gamble our sanity
Regardless of cost, a physical pendulum slides in the room,
propelling us forward
to an imminent doom. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string.
a brutal momentum that we cannot
Tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing.
syncopated cruelty hiding inside the snare, tossing my confidence right into the air.
I try to find footing on the slippery wood, failing to stand exactly where I should. Centrifugal forces are ripping my grip, tasting the blood on my trembling lip. We rotate so fast that the scenery blurs, accepting the chaos that suddenly occurs.
Momentum is shifting,
The balance is lost.
we gamble our sanity
Regardless of cost, the physical pendulum slicing the room, propelling us forward to an imminent doom. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string.
a brutal momentum that we cannot
Tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from a cruel swing.
halt the rotation.
Dismantle the ride.
There is nowhere left for our bodies to hide.
This acrobatic routine is incredibly vile.
We cannot survive this aggressive style.
Left, swing right. Hold on, hold on for life. Caught up in this cruel swing, tangled in the puppet string.
A brutal momentum that we cannot
Tame, losing our minds in this physical game. Whiplash from the cruel swing. Slow it down, hit the ground. Cruel swing. Staring at the bottom of an empty oak cask, completing a terribly sorrowful task. The house is completely stripped of furniture now, wondering exactly where we failed and how.
shouting your name down the vast canyon wall, waiting for hours for a responding call.
The distillation of our terrible past proves that the vintage was never meant to last. Reverberations bouncing off the empty space, leaving an acoustic, invisible trace. Fermented memories haunting the corridor, reminding us of what we are fighting for. Listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows. A sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey echoes.
Sound waves are vibrating against the cold stone, amplifying the fact that I am fully alone. The malt and the barley have aged in the dark,
Leaving a permanent resonating mark. Phantom acoustics lingering in the grand hall, watching the shadows begin to crawl. I whisper a secret into the empty glass, listening to the frequencies slowly pass. Reverberations bouncing off the empty space, leaving an acoustic, invisible trace. Fermented memories haunting the corridor, reminding us of what we are fighting for. Listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows. A sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank, haunted by the whiskey Is anyone there? Just ghosts in the air. Listening to the whiskey echoes, traveling down where the cold river flows. A sonic reminder of the spirits we drank, watching the ship as it tragically sank. Whisper to a shout, whiskey echoes. Black coffee brewing on a Tuesday morning, waking up alone without a single warning. You left a note written in an ugly scrawl. Now I'm staring blankly at the kitchen wall.
wandering the alleys with an empty pocket, your silver photograph locked inside my locket.
The taste of cheap tobacco cannot cure the sting of realizing I am no longer your king. Pouring fresh lemon into
open source, banging on the handles of locked dying doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues. Oh, these bitter blues. A sharp staccato rhythm in my pounding chest. I tried my absolute best to give you rest, but you prefer the friction and the constant fight, screaming at the shadows in the dead of night. Acid rain is splashing on the window pane, driving me completely and utterly insane. I'm at your anger with the venomous glare, breathing in the toxicity of this polluted air. Pouring fresh lemon into open source, banging on the handles of locked dying doors. The melody is heavy and the rhythm is wrong. We are stuck inside a truly miserable song, singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues. Sweeten the cup, or should we just admit that we are giving it up? The tonic is poison, the dominant is cruel. Look at how the music made a complete fool. Drop the bass, lose the swing, in this space, no one sings. Singing these bitter blues, paying the penalty and paying our dues. No sweet redemption in this raspy key, just the harsh echo of our misery. Oh, these bitter blues taste so sour, lose the power. Bitter blues. Fingertips are callous from pressing on the fret, playing the same progressions that I want to forget. The harmony is clashing against the vocal line, proving that your rhythm is out of sync with mine.
Tuning pegs are rusted, the neck is slightly bent, wondering where all of our beautiful music went. I try to strike a major, but it always sounds so flat, a sonic representation of exactly where we're at.
The amplifier buzzes with the static harsh feedback. Our composition suffers from the sympathy we lack. No amount of practice can fix this glaring flaw, breaking every single fundamental musical law.
Strumming on these broken chords, slashing through the silence like a pair of swords. An ugly dissonance that rings inside the ear, the soundtrack of a romance disappearing year by year. Nothing but these broken chords. Sheet music scattered frequency to find the source of pain, but every single monitor bycast the same refrain.
Microphones are picking up the heavy sighs we breathe, waiting for the final cue for one of us to leave. The melody is fractured, the pitch is way too sharp, plucking on the agonizing strings of a ruined heart. The amplifier buzzes with a static, harsh feedback. Our composition suffers from the sympathy we lack. No amount of practice can fix this glaring flaw, breaking every single fundamental musical law.
Strumming on these broken chords, slashing through the silence like a pair of swords. An ugly dissonance that rings inside the ear, the soundtrack of a romance disappearing year by year. Nothing but these broken chords. Unplug the cables, shut the session down. We are the worst performing duet in this town. Stop trying to harmonize a fundamentally flawed scale. This entire corset experiment was destined to fail. Out of tune, lost the key. Pity you. Pity me. Strumming on these broken chords, slashing through the silence like a pair of swords. An ugly dissonance that rings inside the ear, the soundtrack of a romance disappearing year by year. Nothing but these broken chords.